Hey guys, Mr. Mokey Mokey.
And fresh cakes.
Alright. And we're gonna be bringing you guys a Predaplant deck profile.
Predaplants.
Um, Testing with this deck, it was actually pretty fun.
Not for me.
Not for him. But there's a lot of cool combos that I discovered, and Predaplants are actually quite interesting. I know they're getting more support in Maximum Crisis, which will make them a lot stronger. But for right now, for people who want to play the deck, um, this is the build that I have come up with. So, we're going to start off with 3 Iguana Face.
Iguana face.
I actually don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. In fact, I don't know how to pronounce a lot of their names. So, I think it's something like Clemenes and
Doesn't matter. It's the guy that you use to fuse with your opponent's monsters.
Oh my god, he can fuse with your opponent's monsters, which is so stupid. I really like it, especially if you have a predator counter on them to make them dark, so that way you can just easily fuse with them. Make yourself some nice starving venoms. Next, for right now, I'm playing 3 Spino. I'm just gonna call him Spino.
Spino blah blah blah.
Spino blah. He's an 1800 beater, which is really nice. He's level 4, so that's awesome. What he does is like he can just stick a counter on things. I think when the new support comes out, he will be dropping down to 2. Even right now, like him at 3 is a little iffy, but I think for right now, 3 of him will suffice. Next, your own little battle fader for the deck. He's an ant, okay? I have no idea how to pronounce his name. Sararakarnant.
And sack the game so right.
Yeah. So what had happened during our little Fluffle versus Predaplant match is I special summoned this guy to block the Fright for Wolf attack, and at that point, Fresh Cakes was pretty much forced to.
I was pissed.
Yeah.
I scooped.
Yeah. And basically, when he's destroyed, or whatever he battles, he destroys, and on top of that, he gets to search a Predaplant card or Predap card from your deck to your hand, which is really, really nice. So I think 3 of there. And I don't think that's going to change when the new support comes out. Next, 2 Flytrap. This thing just like puts counters on things as well, which is really nice. And whatever it battles with a counter on it, whatever it battles with a level less than, it just destroys it, which is really nice. And I don't think this is going to change either. I think 2 Flytrap when the new support comes out is still going to be standard, simply because he can just stick counters on things. For right now, the one-ofs, I'm playing 1 Hydra. I don't know how this is going to change when the new support comes out. I really like him. He can like have like a fucking kaiju effect on things like that ever has.
Do you like him at 1 or do you just like his effect?
I like him at 1. Like I think 2. I think
Gets clogged.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a level 5.
That's why. Yeah. He just has like a kaiju effect for things that have like predator counters on them, so I can just tribute off my opponent's monster to special summon him to my field, which is it's nice. Whether he'll leave when the new support comes out, I don't know, but I do like him at 1. But we'll see. Other one-ofs for the Predaplants, 1 Squidrosa, and this thing. I don't know what to pronounce it.
Looks like pterodactyl plant.
Yes, he's a Terra. He's a pterodactyl.
Terrapenthes.
Yeah. This thing allows you to attack, allows your monsters to attack all of your opponent's monsters, and this thing can like take an opponent's monster with a predator counter on it and equip it with it. So I thought 1 of it was good. I've seen people not run this, and I understand why. I think for right now 1 of is good, but until we get the new support, I think, yeah, he can stay in the deck. Next, one of the reasons why this deck is so interesting to me is because it's a fusion deck that can run Lone Fire Blossoms, and I just think it's really dumb, and I really like it.
So Soul Charge is gonna hit this deck 1?
Yeah, I have no idea. But it's really nice. Lone Fire Blossom, just a nice reprint from Fusion Enforcers. I don't think I need to really go into the explanation there. In 1 of King of the Swamp, I simply use King of the Swamp just to make this deck profile easier. Obviously, the most optimal card to play would probably be Black Sheep, simply because it's dark and it's an alert target, but That's I feel like that's rarely gonna come up, but it's no reason not to run Black Sheep. Just at the moment, King of the Swamp will do the work. Moving on to the spells. Predaplants have their own like miracle fertilizer in the form of Predaplants. Just once per turn for 800 life, they can special summon a Predaplant monster from the graveyard. And its effects are negated, but that barely matters because you're going to fuse with it anyway. And on top of that, they get their own like premature burial in Predapruning. Yeah.
Wow.
It's really nice. I don't know how much I need to go into explaining these cards, but yeah, I even think when the new support comes out, I think these things staying at 3 is a must.
Oh yeah, premature burial. That's a banned card.
Yeah. And their own fucking miracle fertilizer is pretty nuts too. One card that's probably going to leave when the new support comes out, but for right now I'll do the work, a super solar nutrient. Just bringing out stuff from deck is nice. You have like 6 revival cards from grave, so I figured that something that gets the Predaplants from deck is very nice. Even something that would get your Lone Fire Blossoms from deck would be pretty awesome. But yeah, it's something I'm testing with, and I think for right now it'll do the work. Next, a deck that can run Lone Fire Blossoms on top of running Allures. I don't think I need to explain much there. But yeah, draw power, consistent.
Dark deck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dark plant. Onto your fusions. I'm running 2 Polymerization and 1 Fusion Substitute. I've seen people mess with the idea that 2 Fusion Substitute and 1 Polymerization, and I was fiddling with it at myself. Simply because Starving Venom wants stuff on the field anyway. Fusion Substitute doesn't hurt you. But I think until we get the new Predaplant fusion, I'll stick with the 2 polys plus the 1 Fusion Substitute. I don't think it's going to be a big deal at the moment, but there is still Predaplant support coming. Next, playing with the Fusion Recycling Plant. I decided this over Fusion Recovery, simply because you want your poly from your deck as quickly as possible. Fusion Recovery is really good, but you just want to get the fusion just as soon as possible. Next, more fusion stuff, instant fusion. Norden, I am playing 1 Fright for Sheep simply because it's dark. I'm also playing the Invoker Ragin just to like book stuff, so I thought it was okay. Next, this is a fusion deck that can comfortably run Refusion, which I thought was excellent. More revival stuff, which is like, yeah, that's what the deck needed. But yeah, getting back your Chimera of Flesia, getting back your Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, it's pretty nuts. It's pretty nutty. Moving on to the 1 of Trap, the Predaplant. This thing, I think it's a solid 1 of. I'm not sure if it's going to be leaving the deck when the new support comes out, but from grave, it has a grave effect that allows you to fuse, which is really nice.
Is it searchable?
It is searchable.
Dang.
And whenever a card with a Preda counter leaves the field, you get to add a Preda card from your deck to your hand or something.
Dang.
Yeah, so
pretty good.
it's a continuous trap. So I thought it was worth the 1 of. Whether or not it stays in the deck when the new support comes out is up to you, but this is how the deck is running right now. Moving on, the main monster of the deck is Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. I don't have 3, but I figured like if you have 3, run 3. It's probably going to get a reprint soon. But that's just how it is right now. But Starving Venom, he's the iconic card for this deck if you watch the anime and you understand why. But yeah.
There's an anime?
Yeah. Next, 3 Chimera Rafflesia. I think when the new Predaplant fusion comes out, this will probably drop down to 2, as well as Starving Venom will drop down to 2. Just like filling up extra deck space at this point. But Chimera Rafflesia is definitely a really good card, and it's just so good because it can just banish anything that's lower leveled or equal to it. Which, I mean, all of your Predator counters are going to be doing anyway, which is really nice. And then when it leaves, it can add any fusion card in your when it's in your graveyard. Add any fusion card from your deck to your hand during the standby phase after it left. So I felt that was really good. The new card from the set as well, Greedy Venom Fusion Dragon, pretty much the evolved form of Starving Venom. Um, Pretty stupid. He can probably drop down to 1 when the new support comes out, but for right now he's fine at 3 because you can recur a lot of your shit back from graveyard, and he does a lot of stupid stuff too. Next instant fusion targets Fright for Sheep because it's dark, Raijin because it can book a moon, and Norden for Xyz plays. Onto Xyz, just the Utopia package, and Castel. So yeah, not a lot going on there. I could probably run more Xyz monsters. I just wanted to focus more around the fusion summoning aspect of the deck. But Predaplants is definitely an interesting deck, and I'm actually really impressed that it's a deck that can run Lone Fires, it can fuse, and on top of that run Allure of Darknesses. So it definitely has my respect there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And yeah, catch you later. Remember to rate, comment, and SCRUB-Scribe.